is what we dreamt up, right, Mensch?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the dream. When we decided we're going to do a live reaction show and start cutting into the primetime games, I had this is what we dreamt up. We get overtime Penn State, Oregon. Okay. Mm-hmm. Everyone take a deep breath. I'm sending out X posts. I've got Tate, who turned 11 years old. We had a bocce
Happy birthday, Tate.
Yeah, happy birthday, Tate. He's sitting here on the floor watching games with us. Nobody knows he's still up. I'm going to get in trouble for this. 17-17, overtime. I don't know where your feed is. You're probably ahead of me. Maybe you're not.
I'm like 30 minutes behind you, I think.
Okay. That's that good Derry, New Hampshire internet.
Yep.
Penn State just scored a touchdown. I mean, they were dead to rights.
Done.
Why we're supposed to be non-biased, man.
I'm not biased. I want to see it. You're telling me what's going to happen. It's like ruining it.
All right. So it's 23-17.
Good for Penn State. I mean,
they were dead to rights.
Done.
I mean, I think Landon gave the signal on the side, right?
Nah, he did. He shouldn't have, but he did.
I know. And meanwhile, 2:32 remaining. They just came back from commercial. Alabama, 24 at Georgia, 21. This is beautiful. So let's celebrate it. You dream up a week 5 schedule, and then to get some of the results and to have it finish this way, it's a beautiful thing. Oh, so
I'm watching the Alabama game. I don't know where you are in the Alabama game, but I thought he was going to get the first right there and got tripped up.
I know he got tripped up just shy. All right, so now we got Dante Moore, who we've been hyping up all week.
Mm-hmm.
We gave it the caveat, hey, this is going to be a tough place to play. It's a whiteout. It's one of the special places in all of college football. It's going to be tricky. We get it. And honestly, this was a one-sided game for 3.5 quarters. Mm-hmm. The score did not reflect it. We can get into some of the minutia later. But Penn State, when they needed it, chips were down. After that fumble for Oregon that was ruled a non-fumble in the replay, Oregon cashes in with a touchdown. They have that beautiful drive with Dante Moore leading them down the field. He extends the one play. He makes the throw. 4th and 1 conversion. They get it plus the touchdown, 8-yard touchdown run. And it took a Dante Moore run to get him there in the 4th and 1 situation. Whew. And by the way, Brian Haas going nuts. Evan Holly going nuts. The chat's been going. I checked on the chat like 15 minutes before we came in, bench, and they've
already
been
rolling.
Brennan Bell going nuts. Johnny Bowling just go. I mean, they're loving it with us. So thank you for being here. We appreciate you. All right, what do we have? 2nd and 7. It's tricky. I got this multi-view thing. I want to go back and forth. Oh, Dante Moore. So it's a beautiful thing to watch. You talk about a tricky spot. This is his 10th start, man. And there's no Evan Stewart. Your best receiver is a true freshman in Decorian Moore. And they've controlled it. But then all of a sudden, Penn State, veteran quarterback, veteran running backs, veteran team, just kind of gutting it out, finds a way. It wasn't a beautiful throw, but finally Allen connects on a deep ball touchdown. And then they drive it down again. The run game comes on. Oregon's defense starts to wear down a bit. So now it's 24-17. Oh, no. Fumble. I think Oregon recovered it. Whew. Moore goes to hand it off to the running back. The running back doesn't think it's coming to him. 27. Oh, that almost cost him the game. So now I think this sets up a 3rd down, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, 4-down territory.
I think it's 2nd down, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. 2nd and 3rd. Look at Tate. Tate's got the 2 up. Come on, Dad. Come on. I like this. Tate
on the mic.
More often. Yeah. Keeping me fresh. Oh, look at Moore. Oh.
At what point do we talk about how the overtime rules suck?
Not right now, Mitch. Not right now. Not right now.
I just want to rain on the parade a little bit.
The Moore on the design run, his offensive lineman kind of got in his way. So now this sets up a 3rd down. I want to guess around a 3rd and 8.
We already got our first poll of the night. It's got 98 votes.
Who's winning? Oh, I don't even know. Who would you?
Oh.
I mean, I really like Penn State in this situation. This is tough for Oregon.
Oh, Moore delivers completion down to the 5. It sets up 4th and 1 or 2. I don't know what this. Hey, look at me, Mitch. Look at me right now. I don't know what this means, but Lanning just looked at his, I think there's OC or someone on the sideline and did this. Oh, he's looking for targeting. I thought he was talking to a play caller. He was looking for a targeting on that play. Are they going to, I got to take my headset off.
Are they reviewing it?
The volume. I'm sure we're breaking all sorts of whatever rules.
Yeah, I can't, I got no noise. I got no volume.
Oh, they're going to look. It was, it's absolutely a targeting. It's absolutely a targeting. It was a crown at 13 is tackling the running back. Terry McCauley's coming in to give an explanation. 24 comes in. I don't have the jersey numbers in front of me.
Oh, Moore's pointing to his helmet too.
Oh, and he almost decapitates him. I didn't see that live. Mensch, wait till you see this replay. And Lanning, when I said Lanning's doing this. I mean,
oh my God.
Defenseless.
Oh my God.
It's ugly. Like, I'm shocked that this isn't a massive injury to the running back.
Oh, I don't want to watch it again. I don't want to see it again. I'm good with that.
Well, targeting's got to be added.
That was not a great face I just made, but I don't want to see that. I don't need to see that again.
Wait, they said it wasn't targeting?
No, they can't. That's the crown of the helmet. Did they
say it wasn't targeting? They reviewed it and they said it wasn't. It's 4th and 1.
That cannot be true. No. I'm behind you. They said that was not targeting.
We'll get it. We'll have to come back to that.
No foul for targeting on that.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. 4th and 1. I won't ruin it for you. I won't ruin it for you.
How do you not call that targeting? Is it because of the rubber?
I'm not going to say it. I know what the result of this play is. Let's everyone watch Mensch right now.
In 20 minutes, I'm going to find out and I'm be really excited.
2011.
Here we go. We're at the line. They're set.
13, 1014, 1015, 1016. It's like counting lightning and thunder. 18 miles away. 1000.
Wow. Okay.
Got it. All right. 1st and goal. First and goal from what? About the 3? But 2.5.
LK said that wasn't the crown. He said it was eye level.
Got it. I couldn't wait for you. Touchdown.
Okay.
Does Dan Lanning have that?
Yeah, do you go 2? Do you go for 2?
6,
do you have
7?
the onions?
Do you have
the onions?
Oh. What would you do?
So far behind.
What would you do here?
I would kick I would kick the extra point.
I would too. I trust my offense too much. I would kick the extra point and go into double overtime.
Right.
Meanwhile, this is the beauty of what's going on. 24-21.
You didn't say how they scored. That was crazy.
I know. I'm trying not to ruin all of it for you.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. That was
24-21. Minute 55 remaining. Georgia, Alabama.
I cannot keep up.
Okay. Everyone reset. We're going to go to we're going to timeout, commercial, and NBC. By the way, talked to Blackledge this week. Just had some awesome discussions with him. Todd Blackledge calling the game for NBC. Just really dissecting these quarterbacks. Aller was what we thought Aller was tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that.
Nothing's going to change.
No.
And Moore's young. Moore's not young. He's inexperienced. But has stepped up in big moments, and you can see the passing ability and the extension of plays and some of the touch throws.
How calm he is.
But Aller's a game. He's a competitor,
and
so now he's got a shot. You come back for this game, these kinds of games, try to prove that you can win big games. It's 24-24, double overtime. Meanwhile, Alabama's up 3, kind of trying to grind this out. They had a 2nd and 4 they just ran, didn't get much, if any. So it's going to set up a 3rd and 4.
Did Georgia burn its last time out, though?
Georgia just burned its last timeout. So now 1:50, the clock stops. So we're going to double overtime in Oregon, Penn State. We've got Georgia, Alabama, 1:50 left. Last Georgia timeout. I mean, you can't have a better end to a week 5 than this.
Nope. Great weekend.
Here's my question. And we're going to have to shift gears. Stick with me here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Georgia, Alabama. Ty Simpson's played an awesome game. You got Ryan Williams. You got Jeremy Bernard. You got Isaiah Horton. They're out of timeouts, so you'd like to run it down, but like
Ty Simpson's he's got some mobility. I don't mind giving him the run pass option.
A little run pass option, right?
Yeah, if it's not there, get down.
5 with 1:51 remaining is the official breakdown.
I don't want to give this ball back to Georgia.
I don't either.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
What is?
Are you behind on the Alabama game?
Yeah.
I'm somehow ahead on that one.
And I'm ahead on Oregon.
You saw it?
Have you seen Oregon?
I've not seen Oregon. Have you seen Alabama, though?
I'm watching it right now. Oh, this is the replay. I caught watching. Oh, they did it. They trusted Simpson.
Yeah.
Ty Simpson's been brilliant tonight.
That's it.
Tate's yawning. It's been an exhausting day. We started on quarterback camp this morning.
Let's go. Back and
forth.
Oregon
with the touchdown.
I want 12 overtimes. And I don't want 2-point conversion overtimes.
I love the 2-point conversion overtime. Let's get to the nitty.
Stop it.
And the gritty.
I think I broke my headphones when I yelled.
Perone's Gourmet. Oh, no. Intercept. Oh, no. Oh, no. Someone better get back and tackle this guy. Okay. All right. Phew. Now the ball's
interception.
Out again. Wait. Okay. This game's nutty. So now
I love when people are like, the Oregon Penn State game is drunk. Like it's just out of control.
It was so sober for 2.5 quarters. It was the most sober game of all time. But now it's absolutely drunk.
What a good feeling for Kellen DeBoer, by the way, right now.
Oh, did they need that?
Did he need that? They needed that.
Yeah,
oh my God. I'm watching this.
They
were at the 50. Sorry, go ahead.
Alabama converted. They trusted Simpson. Georgia had burned their timeouts, counting on getting them to punt in that situation. Alabama shows the Kuyans. They go for it. They throw the football, pick up the first, run out the clock. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bama with a huge win. And now we're back to Aller. Let's go full screen. At home. Oh, man, it all happened fast.
Stop. Don't say anything.
Okay, I won't say a word.
I'm not looking at the chat because I know you're all ruining it too.
I bet you Jeremy Godin is watching. Brody Gettings knows. Garrett Fitzgerald screaming, "Holy cow!" Josh Zimmerman.
No.
Evan Hawley. Guess what Evan Hawley had to say?
No.
James Franklin. James Franklin. Wait till Haas gets his hands on Franklin.
Always trade back to be Brian Haas. Fire James Franklin. Oh my God. Oh man, I hate that ending. Oh, was the Purdue safety, the Purdue transfer, Tiedemann? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I just want to hear Lanning.
Wow. Now it's bad. Now we have. Now we have to talk about some things.
Okay. I'm watching Lanning. I'm getting fired up, man. The green and the red pen in his shirt. He's just talking about how much they threw some great punches. We punched more.
It was a great game. It ended up being a great game.
It ended up being a great game. Yeah, blink 1, 2, 6, 8, 9. I'm with you. It was a great day of football, though.
Great weekend. Friday, we got the Florida State game.
I love how Matthew BYO is yelling at me like Aller is bad, Todd. I'm not.
Yeah, someone said my boy. Someone said Mench's boy.
Who?
Pax
Aller?
River Reese. Yeah, I don't think they've been paying attention.
Let's get to all this. It's a wild week 5. It's everything. It kind of lived up. It was kind of up and down. It was what it was. But it's 11:16 p.m., Mensch. We're going to kick this thing off. All right?
Here we go.
Why not? We're here. Let's do a full live Saturday recap show, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We get so much. We got Penn State, Oregon, double overtime game. We got Georgia, Alabama. We got Tennessee almost getting knocked off. We got USC not showing up. We got Lane Kiffin onions. And you know what we got, Mensch? Just 208 days to the NFL draft. You good?
I'm good, man.
Roll that thing, Tuck. All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready. Always Trade Back is here for a 4-hour show. You might get it.
Yeah, you might get it. We could get lost in our chat. This is the biggest chat we've had so far. Hey, thank you everyone who's here. We're thrilled to have you. We'll get to some of the earlier games in a little bit. This is literally the biggest chat we've had so far of the college football season. We're thrilled to have you joining. We'll interact with you as much as we can. We'll try to get to you, get all of the information out, all of our thoughts, all of our takes from today. My goodness, do we have a lot to go through, okay? Steve, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, awesome weekend.
Where do you want to start first? Oregon, Penn State, or do you want to go to Georgia, Alabama? Let's go to Oregon, Penn State. I feel like
let's do Oregon, Penn State. Yes.
All right. Dan Lanning came in with a great plan. You know what I said earlier in the week? I said, make them beat you on the outside. Make them beat you on the perimeter. Make them throw the ball down the field. Take away a lot of the inside stuff. And they did that. And they, for the until about the fourth quarter, the run game was present for Penn State, but it was not a huge factor. Okay. I mean, Katron Allen finished with 54 yards rushing. Nick Singleton finished with 21 yards rushing. You know who the second leading rusher was for Penn State? Drew Aller.
I'm not surprised.
So
I mean, I would have been coming in, but watching the game, I was like, how are Drew Aller's legs becoming? How is him as a runner becoming a storyline in this game? And it absolutely was.
That Tuiote cat for Oregon, my goodness, did he make a lot of plays at the linebacker spot? Changing directions, cutting off angles. Aller tries to outrun him.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes like some big plays, and that Oregon defense really stood up today. And when you hold the best running back tandem in the country, I think you and I would agree on that.
Maybe second, Notre Dame.
Okay, fine. Well, the top two running back tandems in college football to 23 carries and 75 yards. Have a night.
Mm-hmm.
And it was everything they did. Take away is, and it's not even take away. You can only take away so much in terms of the stop routes, the comebacks, the quick hitting stuff, but limit it, contest it.
Right.
No yards after catch. Make them earn it by throwing it down the field. Aller averaged 5.5 yards per completion. I don't think I have what yards per attempt here. Per completion. He was 14 of 25 for 137 passing yards. Meanwhile, Dante Moore, the guy who you and I have fallen in love with, separately but equally at different points during last week. And I finally had to come to grips with, I can't protect everyone. It's not my job to protect. It's my job to be sensible and to explain and to make sure everyone understands he's not ready for the NFL this year. I want to see him for another year. But at the end of the day, it's my job to report what the tape is speaking to me, and the tape is speaking to me. This guy's the best pure passer in college football, and he's a smooth criminal, and he extends plays. And in a year with disappointments left and right at the quarterback position, from Klubnik to, I don't want to say Sellers, but they got kind of knocked down and some ups and downs, to Nussmeier continuing to not live to potential today, to Drew Aller doing what we expected him to do, but that's a disappointment to a lot of people who maybe didn't put in the work or just didn't know what they were looking at. It's been a disappointing year for these quarterbacks. Sam Levitt with another loss.
They came back in that one.
Arch Manning. Sorry, they did.
Yep.
But struggles up and down.
But
Arch Manning not to the level. And so when a guy kind of rises, 2023, he's this freshman star, doesn't pan out at UCLA, kind of witness protection program behind Dylan Gabriel at Oregon last year. Reports out of Eugene, he might not be, he's like kind of in a struggle for the starting job. And we watched 4 games against, I think it's Montana State, Oklahoma State, Northwestern, and Oregon State. And what we see is beautiful. And we know it when we see it, but it's still not Penn State.
It's not whiteout.
Happy Valley whiteout.
Yeah.
And he wasn't perfect tonight, and they missed some opportunities and some conversions. But my goodness, for your first massive prime time, NBC's in the house, the whole deal, for that spot on the road, that communication level of disruption with the crowd, to play the way that he did in his 10th collegiate start, it's pretty special, man.
It is. And I hope people do get the nuance of the conversation, because it sucks to not want to or be able to really celebrate a player because you're afraid that people are going to think you're hyping them up draft wise. We're talking about the college football right now. We're in the middle of the college football season, and Dante Moore is must watch TV. And we'll get to the NFL stuff in due time, man. That'll all come. It'll all come around. But we're not going to sit here and not celebrate this kid, not talk about how awesome he's playing and how exciting he is to watch and how calm he is and all of these great things about this player, because we have to be worried that, someone's going to come out and say, oh, McShay said Dante Moore is going to be the first overall pick or whatever. Like, he's just a lot of fun to watch right now. And the legs, he had 10 for 35. It doesn't look like a big number, but this kid can make plays with his feet too. He's just like scratching the surface of what he can do, and it's still super impressive.
And I love, like, it's all about the moments, right? Like when they get that fumble recovery, Penn State got the fumble recovery. It looked like a turning point in the game. Refs go back and overturn it. Okay. And then they go and cash in, and then they come down and drive down the field on I think it was their next drive after that. And they take that drive to go up 17-3. But in that drive, there was an extended play. I text our group text, that play from Moore. It was more to more. More. And by the way, let's take a quick pause. Can we celebrate the fact that, like, I'm not saying he's Ryan Williams from last year, but like, it's not that far off what this kid Decorian Moore is doing as a true freshman, to come in and put the numbers up that he's putting up. And I was saying when I talked to Dan, we were writing that newsletter this week, like, don't forget it was the Georgia game also in week 5, I think it was, last year for Ryan Williams, when he went off against the Bulldogs, and it was kind of his coming out party.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wouldn't call 7 for 89 that, but he was the go-to guy in this spot on the road against that defense. And then Kenyon Sadiq as well. But for Moore,
how about this really quickly?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Dante Moore, first-year starter quarterback. Decorian Moore is, really, I would call him a first year. I know he had some starts at UCLA. This is the first time he's really taken over the keys.
First full go around. Yep.
First full go around. Then you have Decorian Moore, freshman wide receiver, and their leading rusher tonight, Hill Jr., who looked awesome, true freshman too. This team is only going to get better, man.
Well, and it leads to and who cares right now? It's week 5, but like, really good chance that this whole group is back together for
oh my goodness.
Year. I mean, they have Phil Knight's money.
Where are you going?
you're not going to make any less money going to Oregon than you are as a rookie quarterback next year, and you need the experience. And Will Stein certainly is developing this young man.
Texas Tech might try to poach some players, though.
All right. Yeah, they might. What a huge win for Oregon.
Huge win.
Let me ask you this question. Let's get this out of the way.
Okay.
You wake up tomorrow. I mean, nothing changes. It's back to work. You're Penn State. But it's like, see what happened with Michigan 2 years ago when they ran the table. They went undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ohio State last year, they had an early slip up actually to Oregon and then bounced back. And so if I'm James Franklin and I'm the leadership of this team, it's, hey, Ohio State did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Oregon last year. They rallied. They went through some bumps and bruises. Then they lost another one to Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
But they got in the dance and they made a run. They played their best ball in the college football playoff. This is our path. But there's going to be so much negativity. It's going to be hard to block out. And the fact that your quarterback, I mean, it's hard to like bang him so because it is what it is what he is. But everyone now knows what he is.
Mm-hmm.
And so Dan Lanning, when he's preparing for this game and they're doing weeks in advance scouting and not telling their players that they are, and then when they unveil it to their team, it was exactly what we drew up and said it was going to be. Take away this portion of the field, keep that and lock it down. Take away the run game, make him beat us on the perimeter or down the field. He can't do it.
He was even missing on some of those seam throws tonight, which was surprising to me. I mean, he was behind Reynolds a couple times, and I thought, that's unusual for you. That's usually a throw you make.
And the thing is, now they get I mean, honestly, UCLA is a win. Northwestern's a win. Iowa should be a win.
I'm looking at it too
Ohio
right now.
State. You know what I mean?
You're at Ohio State. Here's where it gets interesting to me, and tell me if I'm wrong. You beat UCLA, no one cares. They stink. You beat Northwestern, no one cares. They stink. You beat Iowa. They're a middle of the pack Big Ten team. Everyone's like, nice little road win. It's tough to win in the Big Ten. Great. You go to Ohio State. If you win that game, all bets are off. Everything's back on track. I don't see them winning that game. I think Ohio State's for real, especially after today. So let's say they lose to Ohio State. It's not over. But Saturday, November 8th, you host Indiana. God forbid you get down early in that game. I can't even imagine how that place will turn. We already saw it tonight. The Boo Birds started coming out, I think, at the end of the third quarter, maybe a little bit earlier. It's going to be a tough home environment for Penn State, for those players, if they start to lose to Indiana and they already have 2 losses. And if they lose that game, I mean, you have 3 ranked opponents on your schedule and you lost all 3. To me, it's Indiana, November 8th is looming large. And the thing that sucks for Penn State is they can't really do much about it until they get to November and they get Ohio State, because no one cares about the next 3. No one cares. You always beat those teams, James Franklin. Like, you always win those games.
Meanwhile, Oregon's got, and we know the numbers. I don't have to revisit and like dump it in the faces of Penn State fans tonight. And what was 4 of 20 versus top 22. Like, we know the numbers. They're not good. And Aller, it was kind of the same against good competition tonight. But now you're Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
The beauty is you kind of want to re-rack and go play another big game, but give me a week in between to rest up, bumps and bruises, 2 weeks to game plan with Lanning. And we saw a blueprint and I don't want, we're going to not start previewing it, but we saw kind of a blueprint of what can work from Iowa today. And so you beat number 3 Penn State and number 11 Oregon. And then you
11 Indiana. Yeah.
Or sorry, 11 Indiana. And then you got Rutgers, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, USC at home, and at Washington. I mean, those are 2 tough games at the end, and we'll see where those programs are. But yeah,
I know
it's a clear path.
It's a very clear, to me. I mean, clearly they're in a good position. Question for you. After last year and how dominant they were until they weren't, do you think Lanning sneaky wants a couple more scares or maybe even a loss before they get into the playoff? Because they were rolling until they got to Ohio State.
I think this is exactly what he wanted out of this.
He wants some tight ones, right? He wants some tests.
And and he's expecting to get that from Indiana when they come out to Eugene.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of know what kind of team you have. And then hopefully you start to get better, even though it's a lesser competition. And then you kind of ramp it up with the USC. But this team here's the beauty of this team. Here, I guess the biggest takeaway for me is Dante Moore is special. We knew that coming in, but we wanted to prove it. And we got that tonight. Okay. Dante Moore, it's one thing to have like the best pure passer and like it could be this in the draft and all that. We got to see for the first time in this young man's career in the moments, grinding out to make it a 4th and 1, extending that play on the drive to make the throw to DeCorian Moore. There were plays and moments, overtime, plays and moments. They needed him. And
Did you see who they sent out for the toss for overtime?
No.
Just Dante Moore. Only Dante Moore.
Yeah,
I do too, man. Penn State sent out number 48, who I am not familiar with. So it's this kid from Penn State and Dante Moore. And I was like, I don't think there might have been even confusion about what Dante Moore wanted after he won the coin toss, which is a little funny because he's probably not used to doing all that. But
I feel like Dan Lanning is like, it's like the perfect blend of like 300, the Gladiator, Patriot, Braveheart. I feel like he's just like he presses every emotional button correctly.
In a positive way, though. So like,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like
what I'm saying is, as a viewer watching those, like it makes you want to go like take on a village yourself.
Yes.
When you're done watching the certain elements of those movies, you want to go take on whatever it takes. You hurt my wife, my family, right? He somehow presses all those buttons, and there's something to that, man.
He's classic.
Those dudes buy in.
Right. He's a classic embrace the moment guy, and that doesn't always work. There are some guys who are like, oh, we got this opportunity. Let's embrace the moment. It's like, we're going over here. Like players don't always buy into it. With him, I mean, he's got it. I mean, I think that his players really believe that he believes it, and it makes a big difference with that team.
Is Chu Chang's lying, or is he right when he says a Penn State whiteout crowd was chanting overrated in the 4th quarter at their own team?
I don't know. How would you be able to tell that?
I don't know. What did the poll say? The poll said when we put up that poll 15 minutes ago, Oregon was a 60% vote, which was courageous at the moment because it wasn't looking good.
No.
Brody Gettings would rather Zach Wilson than Aller. Okay. Let's move on.
It's getting ugly tonight. Ugly tonight.
Yeah. This is the largest group we've had live. And I love it. And it's appropriate. I've even got Tate over here. My 11-year-old son just had his 11th birthday party. And he's he's like laying down on the rug. He can't get how can you go to bed?
Right.
I'm a horrible dad. It's 11:30.
No, you're not. You're the best dad. No way.
How do you make your dude go to bed when this is what it's all about, right?
Yes.
All right, let's get to Alabama, Georgia. It's interesting, right?
Hold on 1 second. Let me ask you something.
Ahead.
Do you want to get into this now? And I told everyone pre-show that I was going to make sure we didn't go 3 hours tonight, and I'm going to make sure we go 5. Or do you want to get into Aller right now and what this means for him, or do you want to wait till Monday after we watch the tape? I think we should wait till we watch the tape, but I have feelings.
Why don't you give me 30 seconds, 30,000 view? And I think everyone knows if they followed the show at all, and if they read the newsletter this week and go to the McShay report, it's a great read after the fact. Honestly, it's a better read after the fact.
Yeah.
If you want to know if what we're doing and the way we're attacking this thing has some credence to it, go check that out. Take 5 minutes. Because it kind of lined up with what you saw.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, Tommy John, but I'm just saying that's the kind of stuff we're trying to provide. And So I do want to go back before I make some bold,
Right.
before I continue to drop the hammer on this young man who I do respect. He is a competitor. My goodness, did he fight and crawl his team back into it at the end, even though it was an ugly game offensively, all those things. But there are some limitations and some things in his game that just don't line up with the preseason hype and even some of the NFL scouting list grades that were shocking to me. Okay.
Stunning.
But I do want you to give us a quick overview, and it's a way to kind of tell everyone we're going to come back on Monday after watching the tape tomorrow and provide you with more detail. Go ahead.
It would have been great if they won the game. I don't even think if they won the game, he had done enough to help himself tonight. I think actually he's going on the bigger stage allows more people to see, and it makes it that much more, the flaws are that much more exaggerated almost. And we saw it, especially with something that you've brought up in the past, and I've agreed with you, when he starts to get chased down. And like, I know he did some great things with his feet when he got north-south between the tackles, but on those rollouts where he got tackled, like you could see that the feet are not, they look better against worse competition. When they get against better pass rushers, he's not elusive. And to me, the overall performance was, it would have been great if they had won. It would have been great if he could have gotten a win. It would have been awesome for them. It would have been awesome for Penn State. All of that would have been great, but he didn't do anything to help himself as an NFL prospect tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Let's watch the tape and come back on Monday and give a little bit of that. But I absolutely full-heartedly agree with what you just said.
Yeah.
Alabama, Georgia. It's interesting because as I'm watching this game, and I think you even commented on our group chat at one point, like, let's be honest. Let's call it what it is. Penn State, Oregon was kind of a drag early on. Like, Oregon was moving the ball, doing some things, but kind of frustrating.
It's 3-3 at half.
It's 3-3 at half. It was like, oh, here we go. Big Ten, but you expect more from Oregon, right? And Penn State in a whiteout. Like, it felt like it. And then you're clicking over to like Herb Street and Fowler, and you're watching and the SEC and the light show and like the hitting and the pace and like some big, and Alabama's jump. And I'm like, gosh,
yeah,
there's a difference, right? But then you watch the final 30 minutes of this game, and you watch the final 30 minutes of Alabama, Georgia, and it's like a role reversal. It's like all the fireworks came out in the first half of Alabama, Georgia. Then they kind of got in their pole positions. I'm not like a NASCAR fan, but it's almost like they kind of got their positions and kind of held steady. And every time Georgia tried to like make a move, like three wide and winging it, right? Matt Davis from University of Richmond always tell me, Rubbin's racing three wide and winging it. But every time Georgia tried, Alabama kind of nudged them out, Yeah. And they just held their spot. My biggest takeaway from this game, and I think my biggest takeaway after Wisconsin, no, it was after watching tape. Remember this week? It was on Thursday. I said, I vastly underestimated Ty Simpson for Alabama.
Man, he looked good
coming into the year
stretches. Yeah.
And then I watched him. I went back and watched this tape even in the loss to Florida State. And then I watched against Wisconsin, and now watching him tonight. He's my spotlight player of the day. And I don't even know if we have it built. It would be so me to like jump the gun, and maybe we'll come back to it later and we can do the whole breakdown. But like, if there wasn't an individual performer that like grabbed, I mean, there were some other really good ones. Don't get me wrong, but Ty Simpson, just there he is. I mean, our guys, Tucker, Dan, just looking at what he was able to do. Completing the ball, 24 of 38, 276 yards. Is that what it says? 2 touchdowns. And that key moment. At Georgia.
This wasn't,
between the hedges.
You might look at those numbers and be like, oh, that's kind of a good day for a quarterback. Remember where he was. Remember the setting. Remember the magnitude of this game.
No interceptions. No play I go back to and I'm like, God, that was terrible, and spread the ball around. You ready? Isaiah Horton had 5 catches. Ryan Williams had 5 catches. Lotzier Brooks had 2 catches. Kevin Riley, 2. Jeremy Bernard, my guy, 5. Josh Cuevas, 2. Jam Miller, 3. Good to see Jam out there doing this thing a little bit. Caleb Edwards, 1.
He had 8 receivers,
guys.
8 with 2 or more catches.
I was doing
right?
the math. That's why I paused.
Yeah.
I'm not, it's been a
It
while
jumped out
now.
to me too, though. It jumped out to me, man.
So this is a young man that's taking over this role. And like I told you, I saw him at Manning camp, and I was like, I'm not sure like the level. And we've seen some really good quarterbacks, from Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa and Bryce Young. I'm not sure that this is the standard. It'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying he's one of those guys. I'm not saying he's going to be a high first-round pick. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is Ty Simpson is more than up for the job, up to the task. This guy's a player. He is a leader. Did you see that? Did you see his pregame speech to his team? Awesome.
Yep.
And like Herbie said, it's one thing to talk all that noise pregame.
Right.
They're only going to believe it if you go out and back it up. And
100%.
I thought he was awesome tonight.
He had a rushing touchdown too.
And that Georgia defense, there's some holes. I don't want to play them late in the year. I don't want to play them late in the year because there's some young guys on that defense that are going to keep getting better, and Kirby's going to figure this stuff out. I don't want to play him now. I'm not, but they'll get better. But this is not. I don't personally see the level defensively that we're used to seeing from Georgia.
Two things.
Yeah, go.
One, when Georgia got it to 24-21, they were down 3. I thought it was game over. I was like, this is classic Kirby, Georgia. Alabama, it was the same thing as Tennessee, right? Tennessee looked unstoppable in the first half for periods of time. It was like, this Georgia team is not that good, man. And then Georgia just got more physical. When the game tightened up, they don't make mistakes. They're they're more mentally tough than every other team out there. And then they just couldn't get over the hump. That Alabama defense played really well for long stretches of time. Their corners made a couple really big mistakes and they gave up some big plays. But when they needed to make plays, they did make plays. The other thing, and I don't know if I've ever been more comfortable saying something on this pod than I'm about to say.
Ooh.
Did Kirby make a mistake by going for it instead of kicking the field goal? I mean, how dare I question Kirby Smart? How dare I? I feel like I'm flying too close to the sun right now.
No, it's fair to ask that question. Okay. I also would be flying close to the sun. And this isn't a Kirby thing necessarily. Because it all happens fast when you're going tempo, but it was in the fourth quarter, they were on like the 11-yard line of Alabama, and it was a 4th and 1. They went tempo.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're Georgia and you believe in your offensive line the way like they have in years past, we don't need to rush that thing, get up there. Again, and it's a blip if they make that and they go on and score a touchdown. You know what I mean? But it just felt like, maybe we reset lineup and like us versus you.
I agree.
But
it clicked with me right away of why not just kick the field goal here? Put a little pressure on Simpson on the road, force them, because Alabama didn't score in the second half. As good as Ty Simpson played, and he played well, they didn't score in the second half. If you kick that field goal, I mean, theoretically, we don't know what happens after that. But now there's more pressure on Alabama. They haven't done anything against your defense in the second half. I don't know. That was one to me that, looking back, I wonder if he's going to sit down with the staff and say, do we make the right decision there?
Yeah, and maybe it is a question of are we capable of stopping them and preventing them from kicking a field goal with this defense? And when I say that Georgia defenses, I want to go back to a couple NFL drafts real quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to 2022, Trayvon Walker, Jordan Davis, Quay Walker, Devontae Wyatt, Lewis Cine. 5 guys, first round, top 32 picks. Right?
Yep.
Then I want to go to the next year. Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Keely Ringo.
Yeah.
They just had dudes.
Right.
And obviously last year, Michael Williams, Jalen Walker, Malachi Starks. I know there are dudes there, and I know they're good, and we know who the prospects are, and we don't have to go through a list right now. I'm just saying it feels a little different on that Georgia D.
It does.
And so now it puts a little bit more on and I think it's also important to note. It's like to note, and people are going to be screaming. Let's look at the chat. If you're a Georgia fan, I'm screaming bloody murder at McShay right now. They didn't score a point on us in the second half.
Right.
I promise you, there's a lot of talent there. They're unbelievably well coached. They're going to keep getting better, and they did in the second half. But
there's stretches of play. I don't care what you think. There were just stretches of play against Tennessee, and there were stretches of play tonight that you have not seen historically from a Kirby Smart Georgia defense. You're not used to a quarterback coming in and picking apart that defense the way that he did.
Tate's sound asleep on the floor right now. That's just bad parenting.
You see how many people are in the chat?
Oh, there he is. He's just woke up. Why don't you go to bed, big boy? Come say goodnight to Muench. Come say goodnight to Uncle Muench and go to bed. Yeah, we got a lot of people in the chat.
It's good, man.
Yeah, this is what it should be.
It's football therapy,
he's
right?
Being shy. All right, we love
good night, Tate.
Good night, Tate. Hey, give me. There we go. Get some sleep. We'll see you in the morning. Yeah, this has been awesome. An awesome day at the McShay house. Celebrating his birthday, but games on everywhere. Uncle Cal came over, the family.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was an awesome day. So to finish it out with my son falling asleep on the rug, watching the games, and it was just a cool day. Blinks 1268.9. That's a good dad right there. Thank you. Don't feel like it was.
LJ with the Bama just owns Georgia is very interesting. I mean,
you did that.
He's 1-7 now.
1-7.
He's 1-7 now. Yeah. We'll get to CJ Carr.
No, we will. That's interesting, right? Because Nick's gone. And it's all because you asked the question like Kirby at home versus Kirby at home is one of the best records.
And they never played at home. They had never played. This is the first time Alabama played Georgia in Athens.
But Alabama owns Kirby.
Yeah.
So what's going to give? And it was
the 33-game home winning streak for Georgia is what gave.
All right. I feel like we focused a lot on Georgia.
Okay.
And rightfully so, because this is, and they're coming off that huge win against Tennessee. We think all right, this team's for real. They had a week to prepare. Now they lose 24-21. They've got Kentucky. They've got Auburn. They got Ole Miss. We'll get to Ole Miss in a minute too.
Yeah.
Florida, and then they got Texas down the road in November. So plenty left to prove and plenty left to accomplish, plenty of opportunity to accomplish if you're Georgia. But as we said, there's going to be some cannibalization in this SEC. Because unlike when we go through the Big Ten schedule, it's we got 2 games. We got Oregon, or we got Ohio State, or we got Michigan, or we got Penn State. We get Indiana, but there's usually 2 of them. There's not 4 of them. When I rip off Georgia's schedule or Bama's schedule or Texas's or A&M's or Florida's or Oklahoma's, there's 5 of them.
Yeah.
Auburn's or Ole Miss's, it's almost every week. And you saw that up to 10-game schedule in the SEC. Moving. Yeah. Holy smokes.
Good By the
luck.
way, tougher place to play. Georgia or Penn State? What's the better environment? What's the better home environment there?
In tonight's conditions? Gosh, put me on the spot.
You've been to both of those, right?
I have been. Honestly, they're both brutal. there's something about the whiteout that's like dizzying. It's hard to explain. It's dizzying. There's only a few of them. I don't even the field goal kicker looking at all.
I felt bad for the field goal kicker, man.
Yeah. There's something about that makes it like maybe, more than Georgia. Yeah. All those SEC places on Saturday night, though, are a living hell to go play in. Yeah.
Good luck.
But I would think, especially for a team like Oregon, who isn't used to that. I feel like if you're Alabama, you're playing South Carolina feels the same way now. South Carolina's home field advantage went from
it's crazy. Yeah.
To like, whoa. And the same thing at Georgia, not the same, but like Georgia's brutal. Tennessee, we saw Neyland. LSU, forget about it. So I think you're almost more not immune to it, but you're more accustomed to that. If you're Oregon having to go into what they went into tonight, like that, and Eugene's loud and Austin and all that. Yes. But what about Bama, man? What does this mean to Bama for Bama?
Mm-hmm.
Picked him as the national champion, by the way.
You did?
It looked horrific after week 1.
I didn't know you did that.
I did.
Where was I?
I think I wasn't feeling good. I mean, I know I wound up getting pneumonia. It came out of nowhere. I just started looking at everything. I'm like, what? I don't know. I told you, I got a thing with coaches in their second or third years, and DeBoer's always been a second-year guy, like Urban was, like Nick was. Something about that second year in the program where they Harbaugh turned out to be later for Michigan, but anyway, it's really good to see this. I'm not polling for either side, but it's really good to see this for DeBoer because it feels like if Alabama had lost this game after losing to Florida State, and Florida State just lost to Virginia, and all like that place is vicious. Watch that trash Paul Feinbaum to see how vicious and like just it's just not good. It's just not good humanity.
Right.
Okay. Get my little shot in at Paul, one of the all-time cowards. Is it October 1st yet? Let's see. 27th. About to be the
next
28th.
week. Next week.
Yeah, next week I can let it all unleash. We'll explain it all why later. Good to have everyone here, by the way. Thanks for hanging in.
Thank you.
We kind of cut loose on this show if you're not familiar with it on Saturday night. But it's good to see because there's kind of a void in college football when Alabama's not at the level after the run that they've had with Nick Saban. It doesn't feel the same. And it was kind of like, are we going to go through this season without Alabama? Like we had to adjust to times with the USC not being, we've had to adjust at that time. We've had to adjust to kind of a couple decades of is the U back in Florida State. Like it's weird when one of those blue blood, like the premium, like dynasty type programs start to take a step back. And it was feeling an awful lot like that after. It's just, it feels, right? So for Bama, this is promising because we saw the gifs and the memes and the players weren't playing hard against Florida State and all that. Then they came out against Wisconsin and they put it on them. It's like, get out of here. No, like we're still Bama. We're still, and then they come out tonight and now they show we got an actual quarterback. And Gunnar Stockton's cool. And Gunnar Stockton's a good player, and he's a grinder. And I don't want for a second people to think that I didn't see what happened tonight. Georgia's one of the most like relentless, competitive teams in college football, and they will fight to the end. I have no doubt.
They don't flinch.
They're going to be in this mix. They know how to. They like the 12-round heavyweight fight. Mm-hmm. They don't want some knockout. They don't want the welterweight bullshit. They want to come out. And they want to just deliver like trade blows all night. That's their brand. And they're up to that test this year. But Bama's now, it's like, oh, Bama's got a quarterback. Oh, and that star receiver, that number 2, that Ryan Williams guy, that was a concussion week 1.
He had a tough night tonight, though. He did not play that well tonight.
I understand.
But they still got the win.
but they got the win. And Jeremy Bernard's a dude. And we always said, can Isaiah Horton be the guy who steps up because Ryan Williams is going to have a little up and down. Okay.
Horton was good tonight.
Can we have an X receiver opposite? And do we have a quarterback who can carry? And they do.
Yeah.
Like, where for you is Alabama after this game?
So our guy, Brian Haas, brings up a great point here. And is Vanderbilt good? And this is their schedule is very, very interesting to me because I do think Vanderbilt's good. And that's who's next up on the schedule. And they should be hungry for that game. I mean, the Tide should want to really handle Vanderbilt after what happened last year. And then they get him, like, it looks like you're playing 18 and then you're playing 20 Missouri at Missouri. That Missouri team's been pretty damn good this year, man. They can run the ball. And then you got Tennessee, and then you got a South Carolina. So their schedule almost looks a little easier than it actually is. There's some real pitfalls in there. There are some tougher tests than maybe the rankings say. I still, after tonight and after the way they played the last few weeks, and I'm buying in now because I also think that defensive front is playing better. I think their corners better figure some stuff out. Damani Jackson got some dirty eyes tonight, got beat over the top. They had a brutal holding call in the end zone. That, like, you can't have that. But their defensive front really started to play well at times. I'm rambling because I'm trying to buy time, I guess.
Don't buy time.
I'm a believer. I think they're a competitor. I think, I don't know. I wouldn't say they're the favorite. I would have picked them in the preseason like some people, but I went from a guy who thought it was falling apart. I thought the sky was falling after the first week. And I was worried, I will freely admit that there was like clips showing up about effort, and I thought it was a real issue. And to go from that to where we are now is a big deal for DeBoer. So to me, I think they're back in it, man. You don't go and win at Georgia at night and not have a chance to win a championship, in my opinion.
It's hard to tell because I told you I did the tape study this week, right, on Alabama. And I think I said that, like, things that stood out. Alabama's offense. Ty Simpson is way better than I anticipated.
Agreed.
And I apologize for any doubt that I put into people's minds coming into this year. I didn't have much to go off of, but the limited, I was like, I'm just worried that he might not be. He is. The wide receivers are the wide receivers, right?
Studs.
The interior offensive line on tape, Florida State, Wisconsin, have been outstanding overall, and especially in pass protection. The tackles weren't that great.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell because, and I don't have like the PFF numbers up, and we haven't watched the tape yet, but it appeared to me the vast majority of the night, Ty Simpson had a reasonable amount of time to throw. Like it appeared that unit, you're talking about on the broadcast, even Caden Proctor, 9-week weight loss challenge.
Right.
Like, I didn't think he was great against Wisconsin. He had some moments, but he's a physical phenom. And it appeared like they did as a group tonight a good job. But I also said in my tape study coming in, I don't see the pass rush dudes on Georgia. And I don't have a high bar for sacks for Georgia. I know what the scheme is. I mean, they had a number 1 overall pick to Jacksonville, and he had like 4.5 sacks. Like, it's just not what they're asking him to do. But I don't see that relentless, like, pressure, push, all that stuff. And in the back end, so, like, did Alabama play great tonight? Because Georgia's and Tennessee play great in that first game, in the passing game. And then why does Georgia get off to these slow starts? And, like,
what's the deal with that?
It's hard to, like, there's a lot to unravel. What, like, is Alabama really good offensively? And that's why they jumped up to a big start. Is Tennessee really good offensively? And that's why or is this Georgia defense like just kind of really struggling? That question is kind of circulating in my brain right now.
But here's the thing that I would counter with. We're going to get into the AP top 12 later on, like we always do, right?
Yes,
I get it. Name me a team outside of maybe Ohio State that you really feel confident about. I mean, LSU lost today. They were a team that I thought looked really good a few weeks ago. Now, now there's all kinds of holes in their game. We're early on. And I said beginning of the year, there's a lot of volatility in college football this year, man. There's a lot of questions. And I think that why not Alabama? Even if that is true about Georgia, why not Alabama? If they're going to go in and win tonight, I think that they've shown something. You know what I mean? So there's all these teams. I mean, how many teams in the top 10 lost today?
And also by the way, why not Georgia?
Why not Georgia?
Because that defense is going to be, I promise you one thing, that defense is going to be a lot better in week 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 than it is right now.
We live in a very different world than we lived in 2 years ago. Very different world.
Yes. Let's switch gears.
Yep.
Okay. And we're going to kind of go rapid fire. I don't want to get a long time in this game, but I do want to give some love to Ohio State.
Let's do it.
That defense is fucking phenomenal. And it doesn't make sense. You can't lose 8 guys to the NFL draft.
Yeah, but they got Matt Patricia.
And be this good right from the jump. You just I promise you, I didn't get it wrong on Damon Williams. I didn't get it wrong on Denzel Boston.
No.
I didn't get it wrong on Jonah Coleman. That's a darn good trio in college football. They bottled up Damon today. They threw him for loops. I thought Washington was going to give him trouble. I really did. And it wasn't an indictment on Ohio State. It was like, wow, this tape is so good offensively for Washington. Go ahead.
I really like Washington. I actually think this game was closer. They had a terrible, in my opinion, it was a terrible late hit personal foul call that allowed Ohio State to go up. I forget what the score was at the time. Maybe it was just 14-6, and then that was how they got up to 21-6. I think that's how it happened, actually. It was 14-6, and then it was 3rd and long. Washington had stopped the play, but they said high contact on Sayin and extended the drive, and they scored. They scored on that drive, and it made this game look not as close. I thought Washington played really hard and really tough in this game.
No, they did.
But Ohio State is better than everyone.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's weird to be better than everyone when you lose 8 guys to the NFL draft on one side of the. I'm sure, but that unit shouldn't be this good already. I get it if it develops into this, but like Damon Williams came out. It's like some NFL. It's like the Belichick stuff, right? Like, it's like okay, what does he do that could actually end our day? It's his feet.
Right.
And he's a good thrower, and he can connect on deep balls, and he got one for 20. He got one to Roebuck. He got one to Denzel for 17. He got one to Omari Evans for 22. He got one to Decker DeGraff for 23. But they weren't 30. They weren't 40. They weren't 50. There wasn't a 7. You know what I mean? But mostly, what does he do? That let him complete 18 of 22.
Mm-hmm.
And keep it all within 8 to 15 yards. And there's going to be a few in the low 20s. But we are not going to let him beat us with his feet. He had 13 carries, and obviously in college it includes the sacks. Negative 28 yards.
Yeah, I mean his longest run was 10 yards. So he had one 10-yard run, and that was about it.
I just want to go back. Like last game, Washington State, it was 13 carries for 88 and a tutty. UC Davis, for whatever it's worth, it's 8 for 64. Opener against Colorado State, it's 13 for 68. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like that's pro defenses. That's their goal, and that's what they accomplish when they're really good defenses. And that's what we're seeing here with Ohio State. I don't know how that, and that's on the road, bud.
Yeah.
at Washington. 12:30 p.m. kick on your clock, you know? I don't know. I was impressed by that. Even like I'm with you. Washington, like Jed Fish battled and they kept it close, and there were a couple plays and it could have been closer and all that stuff. And listen, Julian Sayin did some special things. There were some special throws in there. He drilled that. And I don't want to stay long in this game, but I just he that throw to Max Clare along the left sideline just drilled that sucker. But the mechanics and there's some other things, but that defense puts them in a position to let a young quarterback and Julian Sayin grow gradually.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And they'll stay committed to the run. They don't have that run game that maybe you love, but 34 carries today. They're going to mix it in. They're going to stay committed to it. Dude,
it didn't surprise me that Bo Jackson has quickly become the guy.
Yeah.
Freshman from Cleveland. Like they tried. I told you coming into the year, and I told you after the first couple of weeks, I'm like, those other cats, like they're good, like Peoples and Donaldson. And you're like, no, I think they're pretty good. And I was like, no, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
But Bo Jackson's different from those guys. And they're gonna let him make some mistakes and learn on the fly.
Did you see defensive end Caden Curry's numbers?
No, give them to me.
11 tackles, 9 solo, 3 sacks, 5 tackles for loss.
It's like a whole new set of problems for us in the draft coming up.
It's unbelievable. And it's week after week, guys will show up. Like Arvell Reese really wasn't on my radar coming into the year. And all of a sudden he's maybe the best linebacker in the country. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And a physical phenom.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the freak list for Bruce Feldman. Okay. The most entertaining game of the day. I wouldn't say most entertaining. That's going too far. I would say the one with the most drama around it. I don't know. However, Ole Miss, LSU. There's just so many things, right? There's just so many things in this game. I mean, it starts with Whit Weeks and his girlfriend, who happens to be Kiffin's daughter, announcing their whole deal this week.
Going official, Insta official.
Going Insta official. Head coach's daughter for Ole Miss is dating a star linebacker for LSU. Let's go official this week. It'll get us more clicks. Like, of course, it's the SEC. It's like when did the SEC turn into this? It's like the sororities, all the like everyone from the north, everyone from this area is fine. You get good grades, you go down there, you rush and all this stuff, and now we get like it's just wild. It is like it's become an industry, and I'm here for it. I'll be honest. I think it's fantastic. I am. But I'm excited about this. I also think Oxford is known for the tailgates and known for all that stuff, right?
Right.
But like we've talked about home field advantages and like today against LSU, home field advantage and how important it was playing at home. And all right, it's time to get into a special segment, and I know everyone here is going to love it, but it's called the Home Field Advantage by Home Depot. It's brought to you by our good friends at Home Depot. By the way, the party I had outside, hibachi. How do you think I made that come true? We need a space heater. You know what I called on Thursday? Had it here Friday from Home Depot.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't like getting in my car in this small coastal town and having to drive 20 minutes to get to a highway. They just bring it here, man. It's the place to go build your dream game day setup or your home field or your own home field, whether it's a tailgate, your backyard, or your living room. And I'm here to tell you all about it, okay? But I also think since we're talking about home field energy, right, we're going to start counting down and start looking every single week at like what was the most impactful home field environment. And to me, like, yeah, like Georgia didn't get the win. Penn State didn't get the win.
Right.
They got it in Oxford. And that place has become special with Lane Kiffin there. And it's like all these SEC places, but something about Oxford, right? And it's like, like the stadiums with the chaotic crowds and like the intense tradition. You talk about like what they're tailgating, and you get chandeliers and all that. And it used to be this fun place, and they didn't win. But now visiting teams really don't want to go into Oxford, Mississippi, and that's the cool thing. So talk to me about what you saw in this game, because to me it started with Kiffin and Weeks. And then him replying, take the over, right?
Yes.
And then we get onto the field, and it was kind of sloppy. It was kind of wild. It started out, looked like LSU was just like, that's great. All your bullshit. We're just a better team, right? They jump them.
Mm-hmm.
But then Ole Miss just kept punching away, and Lane was loving it, and he's doing it differently. And he's got a quarterback that can run. And by the way, he's like 135th or 132nd. I think he came in the country. Get this nugget. In the country, Mitch, going forward on fourth downs.
134th?
Yeah. They compared to yes, on like fourth and short or some stat, like this is the guy who was like, it's it was the West Coast and these RPOs. And then it was like, go back to the West Coast, but we're like going tempo at one point and we're going forward and fourth down. He's like, he just keeps changing himself,
evolving,
evolving positively and evolving with his talent. And then some of the stuff with Brian Kelly, take it wherever you want. This game just had too much in it.
I want to start with positive, and then I'm going to go into a little bit of a negative. But Kiffin's got a problem on his hands because this kid Trinidad Chambliss he's hit something. This kid, by the way, he's a transfer from Ferris State. He came in to basically be the backup, and all of a sudden he's got a shot, and I'm not sure if he's going to give that spot back. I mean, the way he threw for 314 yards today. The guy who's supposed to be this running quarterback, he also ran for 71. So this guy almost had 400 total yards against that LSU defense that we loved. And it was just, and I guess that's where I'll transition to the negative.
Okay.
Guess who showed up today? 2024 LSU. Can't run the ball. Your best receiver gets hurt. Your best receiver gets hurt. You can't run the ball. Your offensive line starts underperforming. Your best receiver gets hurt. All of a sudden, your defense
quarterback
starts
pressing a little bit.
It's hey, I know you guys. I remember you. I saw you last year. It was the same freaking thing. And as soon as Aaron Anderson left the game, I thought to myself, oh, here we go. We're going right back to where we are. You're hoping that Chris Hilton's going to step up and make a play. He's a super talented receiver, and he just hasn't. I mean, even the touchdown that LSU had today from the Nick Anderson catch, it was just like ridiculous circus play type deal. It was just, they didn't look good on offense. The defense reverted to what it was. It was disappointing from the LSU standpoint, but I do love it from the Ole Miss standpoint because I want Lane Kiffin to be in the mix. The more Lane Kiffin, the better for me. He's entertaining. He's talented. Like the whole thing. I want to see this Ole Miss team do well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for all of it. I was surprised just having a lot of people over today, having a party for Tate for a few hours. Like the people who don't like Brian Kelly, and he was born in the state of Massachusetts, like I don't think I quite like, they really don't like Brian Kelly. And the kids don't like Brian Kelly.
Weird thing, man.
And then you watch him on this, and listen, like I know Brian. I actually respect Brian. I have a long history. Like I can separate all that. I'm just saying it's interesting to watch. Like Lane skews younger, and he's got his daughter on Instagram, and he's always fighting back on social, and like he's found a way to just kind of stay, whether it's offensive scheme or under the skin of Nick Saban, or like now defending Nick Saban. And like, he's like this snake that keeps evolving, but you love him, like, I don't know. It's wild to watch, but to watch a quarterback come in who was the 60th ranked quarterback in the portal. I want people to understand this. And if you ever question who the best play-by-play person is doing sports and then college football as part of his sports umbrella, watch Sean McDonough give you in about 2 minutes of this broadcast the story on Chambliss. Division II, 5,000 people in the stands. Now he's got like 100,000 SEC. Division II, grinding it out, how he built himself to where he is. Ferris State. Oh, by the way, Terry Austin, our rules official, went to Ferris State. Have a little yuck. Come back to it. 60th NIL transfer portal guy at the quarterback position. Lane watched something on tape, saw something, and brought him in. Yeah, to be a backup, but you only have so many spots at Ole Miss.
Oh yeah, no one else is.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like
no one else
bring
is
in
doing
12 of these guys.
Correct.
And there were 59 other guys if you're going off of this one scouting service or whatever, whoever's doing the portal stuff.
It's a great story.
But he chose
amazing story.
And oh, by the way, the starter came in and played awesome against Georgia when he was called upon last year.
Mm-hmm.
Remember? In the rain, drove him down the field for a touchdown. Jackson Dart got injured, went in, did Superman, came back out. But who kept him in that game and actually got little bit of a spark for that? So like all things were, he's coming in to be a backup and he's kind of happy. That's awesome. I'm going from Ferris State Division II. I'm getting called up to the bigs. I don't care if I'm a backup. I'll compete, But like Lane, man, it is awesome for the game. As I talk myself into it, as you talk me into it, like Lane's it, man. You know what I mean? Let's ride this train. We're a Lane show.
Yeah, we are definitely a Lane show.
We're now a Lane guy. Show.
Yeah, you think about where he's come in his career, and he was looked at, all the ups and downs and all that. By the way, you don't get to be criticized like him or scrutinized like him if you're not damn good at what you do. If there's no way that you get scrutinized like that. And I feel like he's arrived at this point in his career where he's like, guys, this is supposed to be fun. We're supposed to talk shit. We're supposed to have fun with this. I will say this. Conor Nevins, our producer, sent a great text today. Look at Lane's face when Chambliss ran out of bounds late in that game. And it was awesome because Lane was like, no. And he ran out and stopped the clock. Yeah. But what does he do? He goes back, calls the kid's number. They ice the game, and it's all over.
Tucker, do we have some of the I just want to throw up this is the mayhem and the nonsense that he's able to do. And I don't know which one's pulling up, but let's look. I want you to read. My point is this: Lane can peddle in all this nonsense while still putting together that game plan and changing his offense from what it was last year with Jackson Dart getting back to the West Coast principles of when he was with the Mark Sanchez's and Matt Leinerts and those guys at USC. And keep evolving like this. RPO to Jackson Dart to now this, while still peddling in all this nonsense.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of it.
It's supposed to be fun.
Let's pull up that letter. The Brian Kelly in-season opponent report. Lane Kiffin posts this out there. This son of a bitch. 7:37 p.m. after they beat him. The Brian Kelly Show, Thursday, September 25th, 2025. Head coach Brian Kelly, in quotes, "We're looking forward to it. We're going to keep that Magnolia Trophy right here in Baton Rouge, right where it deserves to be. And our guys are excited for the opportunity." That's in his game plan. I mean, it's up on the screen. Okay. Yeah. And then they got hats made. You don't make hats in 7 minutes, Muench.
No.
Those hats were pre-made. Brian Kelly can't run the damn ball. And of course, he's a cool enough cat. He's got
but you know who you know who posted that, right?
Who?
Juice Kiffin. And this is what Juice Kiffin's profile says. It's his son. It's only child of Lane Kiffin that can be trusted with a credit card. Dude, the whole family's a riot.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm here for the whole thing. And like Juice Kiffin, checkbox next to it. I'm here for the whole freaking thing, man. I love
His daughter's dating your linebacker. She probably stole plays from him.
Yeah. Yeah.
She probably got signals from him. And then Tucker roll it up. Like the whole thing is just wild. And Tucker roll up if you had any doubts on who Landry Kiffin was supporting tonight, here she is celebrating the Rebs win over LSU with her brother. Dancing.
Yep.
I stole the signals. Witt gave me the signal. I mean, it's incredible.
It's amazing.
I'm with you, Evan Hawley. It is incredible.
I love it.
Yeah, Jeremy Godden gets it. Landry committed espionage.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. And I
don't care if it's true or not. I don't care if it's true. It does not matter. We're not letting the truth get in the way of good story.
Hell no. I'm just saying the whole thing is a wild ride. And Lane's he's kind of orchestrating it all. He's taking shots and then throwing grenades in and then just backing off and like getting back into his tape.
Yeah.
And he's laughing his whole way through.
Would you rather do that or watch
to get in this moment?
Or would you rather watch Brian Kelly get red in the face every third down? You know what I mean? Like I'm here for the Lane Kiffin stuff.
I'm going to let you and Brian handle that.
Brian Kelly's a great coach. I'm just saying I'd rather the Lane Kiffin show.
Oh, what an awesome day. Well, let's look at Ole Miss for a sec. Because I honestly didn't know what to expect from this team. Jackson Dart moves on. They can't. And by the way, God. Hey, Tucker, where's Bose? Where's Bose? Can we call our ad people? Why, like, can we not get a better system? I want Bose. Get Bose on the line. Let's do a sponsorship, please. I need a partnership with Bose. They reached out. They tickled us a little bit. Let's get in bed. Let's get in bed. I can't have these restrictions. I need a hat on and off. I need like something. What was I going to say? Oh, can we talk about this match?
I love it. Like, yeah,
12:22 a.m. Everyone's trying to sleep in this house. I don't care at all. This defense didn't lose what Ohio State lost, but like maybe like they lost a ton.
That defensive line was gutted.
Exceptional. And so we weren't expecting this. I thought this was going to be a rebuild, kind of a reload year. Let's win 9 games. Let's stay in the hunt.
Right.
Let's get this thing ready for 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Hell no.
Nope.
Hell no. And so here we are. There it is. I just want to pull it up. I mean, Trinidad, 23 for 39, 314. I didn't even realize he
almost had 400 yards
on the ground.
Offense.
And by the way, we talked about that defense is damn good for LSU.
It is.
This was his like Picasso moment, Lane. Lane's got a thing for Brian, obviously. But he had it out for he was gunning for this one. But Ole Miss is now 5-0. Oh, we talked about 8 receivers.
I know.
10 different receivers for Chambliss.
Yep.
And it was all Lane. He was dealing, man. You see many direct snaps to different dudes throughout the game, and then they were like, but the defense holding LSU to 19. And I guess we got to get to it, and I want to go back and watch the tape more, but I saw the pressing. I see you leaning in. I watch Dante Moore, and it's what it's supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched Nuss at moment for like good chunks of time last year, and it's what it's supposed to look like. And all of a sudden he comes in this year, and I know the offensive line's got 4 new starters, and I know protection hasn't been great, and I know his receivers have been in and out of the lineup, and I know all of it. He doesn't look like the free easy, gunslinging son of a bitch who picked up the ball and threw it into a hoop. And like I just feel like and maybe it's the head coach, and maybe it's the whole vibe, and maybe it's the intensity and that professional that Lane was toying with him about this week. I don't know what it is. I'm not there every single day. And I want to watch the tape before I say anything that I have to backtrack on or that I don't agree with on Monday. But just watching the game, like, I'm cool with the force throws, but he just looks like the weight of the world's on his shoulders at times right now. He doesn't look like that same.
Well, where's
dude.
his help? Where's his help?
Yeah, no, okay.
They can't run the ball. They can't pass block.
It's terrible.
They have one receiver who's making plays right now after all these guys that came in, and we thought everything was going to be different, and it just hasn't.
Their leading carrier was Harlem Berry for 7 for 22. Jawan Johnson was 6 for 18.
Sweet.
What about that run game coordinator that we hired?
What are we doing?
Maybe it's the OC. Because I've talked to some professionals over we both did, if we're being honest. The OC is not cutting it. That run game, like, that can't exist at LSU.
Yeah, it's a weird relationship, I think.
What do you mean it's a weird relationship?
Well, I'm surprised that I don't want to go into it too much, to be honest with you, but I agree with you. I think there's going to have to be some changes at some point. I will say the kid Xavier Thomas is a spark of life sometimes. Number 0 for LSU. He can do some things. They got him a little bit involved in the run game.
What the fuck are we talking about?
I know. Yeah.
I know. And you're a sweetheart of a man sometimes. Sometimes
I'm trying to go positive.
Sometimes you're crusty. But now you're pulling out some Xavier Thomas stuff.
I don't like to pile on when they're already down. Yeah, I know.
But what do you mean it's a weird relationship, Joe Sloan, the offensive coordinator, with Brian Kelly? Like,
I don't think it's a weird. I'm surprised that he's still there, to be honest with you.
So is everyone so's a lot of people in the league. So are a lot of people in college football. And I'm not.
But why? But why is he there then? Like, why is he there? And that's what's weird to me. Like, why? I don't know.
Coach with Blake Baker at Louisiana. I'm not trying to go through and like really figure this thing out. Is it recruiting?
I believe there was some kind of a recruiting tie that actually didn't pan out. Evan Hawley, hold on. We got to get Evan Hawley a Perone's hat.
Oh, we're in. Perone's Gourmet Italian, folks.
Brian Haas, did you even know who Sloan was before you fired off the fire Sloan right now?
No, he doesn't even spell Sloan's name right. Brian, if we're going to keep bringing you up, we need some credibility out of you, brother.
Brian will fire everyone.
At least Saints chair spelled Sloan. He thought I didn't know Sloan's name. I was trying to keep, but then it's what happens at 12:30 in the morning.
Dude, Brian Haas is a riot.
Muench is tiptoeing around something. I just want to get Perone'sGourmetItalian.com, by the way. It's a family business.
Yes.
The sauces are amazing. The hats, as you can see, are cool.
You can get the black with the white writing.
If I had Bose headsets, I could grab my hat, throw it on. We could do all of it. It's too much. 1960s radio.
Matthew Page will get to Mekhi Lemon, I promise.
I think we covered that enough, right?
We did. I can't wait for more Kiffin, though. Did we look at their schedule, though, going ahead?
LSU or Ole Miss?
Ole Miss. We talked about LSU, I think.
LSU's got South Carolina next week. No, October 11th. So what do we have, like a bye week next week? Why is everyone playing on the 11th? Great. We'll be back next Saturday night. South Carolina would beat Kentucky today. Is that right?
Man, Ole Miss at Georgia and at Oklahoma. Will be interesting to see if Mateer's back for that game.
Yeah. What date is that?
At Georgia's the 18th. At Oklahoma's the 25th.
They can beat Georgia.
They can.
I'm not saying they're going to. I'm just saying this team's capable. Yeah, gosh, that's not pleasant.
What?
Georgia, Oklahoma, back to back. Is
No,
there a
it's
bye
not.
week in between there? October 25th is that one.
No,
Georgia's
their
no,
buys next week. Yeah.
that's the SEC. Like, all right, Lane, you want to mess around? But
I
honestly,
like
if they go 1-1 in those games,
yes.
they go 1-1 in
Yes.
those games. That's the Citadel. Get out of here. Go march somewhere. Florida's a mess. At Mississippi State.
The
Yeah,
Bulldogs
they
better than
can.
you thought.
I'm telling you, dude, that's why this game was so critical. They can go 1-1 in those two games. If they go 1-1,
Yep.
they're in the hunt.
They
They're
are.
right there at the end. They might be in Atlanta playing in that game. All right. What else do you want to get to, man?
Did you see
I mean,
Dan's
there's
note?
Auburn, A&M, Tennessee, Mississippi State. Did I
you
see
Dan,
what?
Dan's note?
What? It's too late. Let's go to bed.
No.
He's gonna go. He's gonna hit the clubs. Oh, he's got a lot of things in the chat. Oh, hold on. I actually I was closer than you think, Dan. I was closer than you think, Dan and Tucker, to remembering, but I didn't quite in time. Those stadiums definitely give their team a serious edge. And I tell you what, all joking aside, like I truly needed something this week. Critical. Temperature gets cold here in Massachusetts at night, trying to have a party outside. We got some hibachi guy. And we needed a heater. Bang. By the way, I messed up my kids are coming. We got a whole group coming in, right? FedEx truck goes down this side street. Ding, ding, ding all the time. FedEx. I don't want to blame FedEx. FedEx is the best. UPS doesn't matter. Like all sorts of trucks come down. I don't know which truck hit it. Hit the backboard, the basketball hoop, knocks it over. The rim's bent, right? And so the kids, I pulled up. What did I do? This is where I am a good dad. This is like 8 months ago, maybe a year. I pull up pictures of Larry Bird and French Lick. I said, "You want me to grow grass over here so we can make it like reasonable? So like it's like an equitable situation because Larry Bird could shoot pretty well. So deal with it." Swear to God, that you should see the eyes rolling.
We are officially off the rails. I love it though.
Anyway, so now we got a bunch of kids coming over. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to punish the other kids for me trying to teach my kids a lesson. They didn't even do anything wrong, but like about being spoiled. Like I want something, I get it. And they get this like DoorDash mentality in life, right? So I order a net. I go to put it up the other day, and I screwed it too tight. You know when you go that one.
Oh, you cracked it.
5 minutes later, I walk back over.
Oh,
yeah,
the spider.
really.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Home Depot is going to have to help me. I got a whole new set of problems, but we got a whole basketball situation that I got to handle. But when I needed a heat lamp, bang, called or actually online. Marissa's, it's here, right? You can create your own home field advantage, whether you're tailgating at a stadium or watching from your backyard or your living room. I was in my backyard today. The Home Depot has everything you need for a game day setup that brings the energy from grills, smokers, top brands like Traeger. I love my Traeger grill. Did a commercial for them at one point.
I want a Traeger.
Oh, they're amazing.
I want a Traeger.
Next Grill, Weber. I mean, Weber's the deal too. Fire pits, smart lighting, speakers, outdoor TV. Just make it a scene, man. Life is too friggin' short. Make it a scene. That's my whole deal. Like whatever you do, whether tailgate, your backyard, grilling, like don't just go out and grill some burgers. Like make it a thing. You just don't know in life. Fast free delivery, over 2 million online items delivered free to your door, subject to availability. See HomeDepot.com. The Home Depot, shop online for all your home improvement needs, appliances, bathroom decorating areas, all of it. Remodeling, patio, furniture, power tools, barbecue grills, carpeting, lumber, concrete, lighting, seal, all of it. For details,
flooring's great. Yep.
HomeDepot.com. Okay. All right. I think we covered that, Dan and Tucker.
I thought I was
all right.
being so slick and trying to remind you. You should read this chat when you're done. They're all over you. By the way, Home Depot, and he forgot the Home Depot.
Well, I didn't
dead.
forget it, and I just did like 2 of them at once. All right. So what were you gonna say, Mensch, before we were rudely interrupted?
No
by
idea.
Dan?
No idea. I don't even know where we are anymore. What are we talking about? Which game?
Let's go through. Let's go through the top 12. Do you want to? Do you have any quick notes? Any quick hitters? What are our people asking? Let's just make it let's go rapid fire now.
Yeah. CJ Carr, there was some stuff about that early. He looks good, huh?
Holy mother.
Dude, how do we feel about Notre Dame after a blowout of
I kind of called it on that quarterback, Taylor Green.
You did.
I did think they were going to keep it close.
But you did.
I kind of called the bluff on Taylor Green. He is super talented. He is tall. He is athletic, but he is wildly inconsistent as a passer. And Marcus Freeman in that group finally played up to the level you kind of expected. Taylor Green was 17 of 32 with a pick. He rushed for 81. Like I told you, he'd make big plays, but my gosh, I told you all the reports coming out of South Penn. It was this defense, this secondary defense. CJ Carr, like, I don't know. We get this backup. Minchy sounds like Mensch. And by the way, my daughter, wonderful daughter, Alaire, calls you Minchy because she's talking like a Southern accent because Marissa and all the kids are around her. So instead of it's Mensch, it's Minchy. But Carr just comes out and rips off 22 with 30 for 354 and 4 touchdowns today. I mean, I know we went with a spotlight player, Ty Simpson. He deserved every bit of it, but I almost feel guilty. CJ Carr deserves his shine too.
If not Jeremiah Love.
Jeremiah Love. That's what I put in the group chat, like Jeremiah Love. And it wasn't just running the ball. He actually wasn't great on the ground. 4.1 average, 2 touchdowns, great. But his 5 catches, like 2 of them for touchdowns, different making play. 40 at one
working out of the slot.
I mean, like NFL scouts, you see this?
Yeah.
They look good, man, on offense. And the defense is starting to come. It's going to be interesting. So you're asking me, what do I see? I see, just like I saw Georgia Tech's nice, easy schedule. It's going to be nice and easy getting there to the ACC championship game, right? See that grind today against Wake?
Oh, my God.
I know there's nothing to get to there. They got out of Dodge, but my goodness,
right.
It's what Georgia Tech does. And because Dan's been messing with me on the chat for a while, I'm going to nudge him. The Yellow Jackets. I need the Yellow Jackets to actually finish the drill. Because I made an impassioned speech here about them. But Notre Dame, they lose to 2 top 10 teams.
Who both still look really good, though. Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like those are the most credible losses that you can find. And if they can run the table, they get Boise State. Boise State's not Boise State. NC State. USC looks disgustingly beatable today. That pissed me off. BC.
That really pissed me off.
Pitt, Syracuse, Stanford. They're going to, there's a strong chance they're 10-2 at the end.
Yeah.
And if they get a quarterback who keeps putting up numbers like this, it will be a different kind of 10-2. It'll be a more believable, whether it should be or not, for voters who are susceptible and like offense and points and gaps and,
I think they're one of the best 12 teams in the country.
So you're going to let me talk for 3 minutes about all these different things and you're just going to drop that.
I just do. I think they passed the eye test.
Let's get into it.
One quick thing, because someone asked about it. I do think USC not showing up today was super frustrating. I don't give a shit whether it was travel. I don't really care. I felt like they didn't show up until late. Mekhi Lemon was the one dude who was awesome. Outrageous today. But good on Illinois.
Was Gus, by the way, on that call.
Oh my God, it was so the fumble. Can we do
no on Mekhi Lemon?
Oh yeah. Can we do like a
I
punch
don't know
out award?
We don't know what it is, but that is it. And we
yeah. We also need to do a punch out award because the Eric Gentry punch out and the AJ Halsey from LSU punch out, both those teams lost. But man, there's something about watching a defender come out and punch the ball out from a ball carrier that's just, I don't know, to me it's so satisfying. And it's becoming more of an art in college football.
18 for USC, right?
Yeah. Gentry.
That was like one of the smoothest, most like in the air and just like Superman. That was awesome.
When it looks right, it looks cool. But listen, all the credit in the world to Illinois and that offensive line for coming back and playing the way they did today. And on top of that, we talk about Mateer and wanting Mateer at the end when it matters the most. And I mean, I'm not going to back off of that. I still believe that. But man, Luke Altmaier does not give a shit when it's on the line, man. He is cold-blooded. No. He finds ways to win games for his team, and he deserves a lot of credit for it. So, I mean, Bielema, Altmaier, offensive line, even the defensive front I thought played better today. Illinois deserves a ton of credit.
I want to go, Tucker. Do we have the AP top 12 from last week?
All right, don't get mad at me, but did you see, because I'm bouncing around a little bit now.
No, I know, I love it. This is the fun
Did you see the Notre Dame fake punt with the Philly special off the fake punt, essentially? They were up like a million.
Oh, yeah. And why that was Marcus Freeman had a hard on for Arkansas.
I think listen, I think Freeman's saying we lost 2. I want to remind people this is who we are.
No, I know.
And if we have to win by 50 every game, I will do it to get my team back in.
That was awesome. That was like some gangster stuff.
That was like foot on the throat stuff.
That was like the Italian mafia like stories. Like that was like absolutely ruthless. They were up by like 40.
Yeah,
it wasn't 40, but it was. Yeah, that was.
It was a little. It was a lot to a little when they did it.
I want to go through this top 12, and I got some strong thoughts. I think.
Okay.
It gets tricky. I'm just writing this down as we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who do I believe in?
That's a great way of looking at it.
Who do I truly believe in? Not wins and it's just tough. Like, I don't believe in Penn State because I don't believe that quarterback and that can pull it off in big games. Do I believe in Indiana yet? I don't, like a lot of questions, but here we go. Ohio State gets a win, like firmly, rock solid. I feel as strongly about Ohio State at number 1 as I have felt all year long. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon goes to number 2 for me.
Interesting.
Oregon goes to number 2. Miami goes to number 3, no fault of its own, but I need to make a statement. The Ducks went to Happy Valley, 10th start with its quarterback, and got it done. And I know it was overtime, all that, but that is a brutal spot, and they pulled it off. And they and by the way, they actually dominated that football game if you go back and really study it. Then, so Miami's sitting at 3. Fuck it, man. I'm on the Lane train. Ole Miss 4.
Wow.
Why wouldn't you? LSU is 4.
Yeah.
They handled them.
You got
Georgia lost. Oregon's already up. Oklahoma had a bye and they lost their quarterback. Florida State lost. Who are you putting up there? Oregon 4. It's actually a no-brainer.
I like Texas A&M.
Okay, I was going to say Oklahoma then A&M, but I'm fine with A&M.
All in the same neighborhood.
So those 6 are up there.
Oklahoma's tricky though, right? Like you can't drop them yet. You hope that Hawkins comes in and plays well. Like Oklahoma's. I think they stay in right now because of that defense and the schedule. They can survive this. So I think I agree with you. Keep them in.
But so we have Ohio State, Oregon, Miami, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, and A&M in our top 6. I think we all agree on
6.
that. It doesn't have to be in that order, but that's the 6. But I will fight you, and I don't care if you're X amount of pounds and 5 inches taller or 4 inches, whatever you are. I will fight you if you try to put anyone ahead of Ole Miss at number 4.
Okay,
we're the Lane show now.
No, I'm all in.
Let's get Lane on soon. Let's get Lane on. I want to talk to Lane. Get Allison. We're talking to Allison on Monday. I'll text Lane, but let's get Lane on. I just want to fuck around with him. I just want to.
How high?
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I want to.
All right. So now we're at 7, and I think everyone's going to say, "Well, Penn State lost in overtime." Fuck that. Penn State's the same Penn State. James Franklin's the same James Franklin. I made the mistake that I promised myself in my soul I would never make. Buy. I'm not buying from that used car salesman and that oil whatever. I'm not doing it. And so shame on me, but I'm not making the mistake twice. Take Penn State out of my top 12.
Really?
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
What good are
Good
you
for
to
you.
me if you keep winning 8, 9 games a year, 10 games, 11 games, 12 games, but you can't win big games and you get this one at home, sweetheart? You don't have the quarterback to do it. You don't have the head coach to do it. I'm out.
I keep him in the top 10.
What about Indiana at 7?
Indiana barely beat Iowa today. And really, by the way,
Fine,
was
put
in
Texas
trouble.
Tech in there.
Yes. Yes. Okay. That's what I was going to ask you. How high can Texas Tech go?
7. I'm done playing games. But I want Indiana at 8 because Iowa drags you into the mud. That's not a reflection of who you are. Iowa just does that.
I still like Indiana.
They're
Don't
gross,
get me
but
wrong.
then you go take a shower, you clean off, and you come back. And who Indiana's got who next? We just said.
What does
Is it
Indiana
2
have? We
weeks?
just said.
Pull up their
Hold
schedule.
on.
It doesn't matter.
By the way, West Virginia got a pissed off Utah today. I really think that Texas Tech.
Evan, I think I
real.
have some onions. Evan's yelling at me. Hey, Holly. I just told you about James Franklin. I've never trusted the man. I didn't trust him professionally. I don't trust him as a fan of college football. I don't trust him. And I don't think they have the quarterback. And that's yeah.
At Oregon in 2 weeks for Indiana. They got to buy now.
But at Oregon.
Yeah.
So let's keep them up there until they prove us wrong. But I think that's a brutal spot. Like Texas at 9. Do I want Texas at 9?
Texas is one of the toughest teams to rank right now.
Yeah, I'll put them a circle around 9. I don't know. But Bama's
in the mix now.
You know what? Let's be honest. Let's actually do a poll that doesn't give a fuck about any of these numbers, any of these any of it. Okay. I'm going to put Tech at 7. I'm putting Alabama at 8 because I think they're the 8th best team right now. I'll put Indiana because they've earned it at 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping Georgia at 10.
Like it?
Because I think Georgia would beat this Texas team that I've watched play so far. Then I'll put Texas at 11.
This is the interesting one. This is the last one's the interesting to me.
You can choose it because I know you won't make a big mistake.
Well,
Iowa
Iowa
State could be Tennessee. It ain't Iowa State. Get Iowa State out of here.
Iowa State beat an
Nick
undefeated
Saban
Arizona
and the Rocco Beck and all that stuff. I'm taking Tennessee.
Here's two teams that
12th?
Here are two teams that I think should be in the mix, and I'll give you the one I would go with. I think that Vanderbilt and Michigan should also be in the mix, and I would go with Michigan.
Okay. I can live with that. I think Michigan's going like this.
Me too.
But I think we're in the same neighborhood.
Oh,
and
definitely.
That feels better. Like, get out of here, Penn State. Bump down Texas. Show me something first, right?
Joseph Rolling thinks that Iowa State is legit, my man.
Okay, well, let's find out because it wasn't Kansas State.
Evan Hawley's he's like a dog with a bone right now. He's not letting it go.
Something about James Franklin that you know that you haven't shared, and I want to know what it is. Hey, Evan Hawley, you're going to have to take me out on a lot more dates. We're going to have a lot. We're just getting to know one another.
Oh, how did I? Hold on. I got one of the guys. This is perfect. How did I not get this? Someone put in there. I just missed who it was. The Irish at 12. Raymond Mira. I think they're in the mix. I really think Notre Dame's in the mix.
So we're talking Michigan.
I just pulled the McShay.
Vandy.
I have 52 teams in my top 12.
We're talking Michigan. We're talking Tennessee. We're talking at number 12. Behind Ohio State, Oregon, Miami, Ole Miss, locks.
Yep.
Then Oklahoma, A&M. Then like the next tier.
Yep.
Tech, Bama, Indiana, Georgia, Texas
Yep.
is our top 11.
Right.
Then in the mix are Tennessee, Michigan, Vanderbilt. I'm not even putting Iowa. I'm putting Iowa State, ISU, and PSU in the get out of our poll until otherwise proven. There was Vanderbilt, Michigan, Tennessee. There was one other team. No, I guess that's it. Georgia Tech's not invited in. LSU get out from. Missouri. Missouri's interesting. Yeah, all right.
We'll know more about Missouri next.
I like that running back though.
Soon. Yeah.
I'm excited to watch him on tape. But
I think in 2 weeks.
All right, this has been fun. It's almost 1 a.m.
Hey,
Hey,
we didn't even talk about Florida State.
and our chat thing keeps growing. I hate to say goodnight. Is Penn State still a top 10, 12 team? I'm going to vote myself. Nah, dog.
Nah, dog.
That's
a
good way to
no.
end.
That's a no for me.
That's a good way to end.
You don't.
I love
you don't.
guys. This has been an awesome show, and like the fact that we're still growing is awesome.
It's fun.
Yeah. Next live show, Blake Murphy asks. No, it wasn't. Always trade back. Is next Saturday night. Every Saturday night. We'll figure out the prime time next week. We got a lot of content. We're going to be back on Monday. Come join us. It won't be live, but we have our Monday morning show, our Thursday morning show, and we'll have newsletter stuff this week. I need to take a breath. This is overwhelming, and the support has been overwhelming too. But I know this, Mensch. 5 stars. 5 stars. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in DC, Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York.